Today I am going to speak about something very near and dear to my heart, and that is homeschooling. 2 years ago, I pulled my children out of public school. The biggest reason is due to bullying. My youngest son, middle son now, was being bullied in school in pre-K, so I had chose to homeschool him. And then my youngest daughter, who will start kindergarten this year, she has extreme asthma and allergies. So medical reason was one of the reasons why I had already chose to homeschool her when she was old enough. Homeschoolers, it's been proven that homeschoolers go on to succeed in college and at a equal to higher percent rate as kids who go to public or private school, according to article called Homeschooling on mothering.com. I'm very familiar with homeschooling. I was homeschooled as well from 7th grade up until I graduated high school. It has an estimated 3.4 million U.S. adults have been homeschooled for at least 1 year of their kindergarten to 12th grade year. That would be according to an article about homeschoolers fast facts by Brian Ray. So today I'm going to try my best to explain homeschooling to you. I'm going to bring up 3 different topics. One is reasons for homeschooling. One is the academic performance of homeschoolers versus public school. And the third is socialization in public school, which is always a big concern because a lot of people bring up, how do your kids get socialized? The first thing I'm going to start out with is I'm going to tell you a little bit about homeschooling. Obviously, the facts about homeschooling. It, like I said, has been a homeschooling has been a huge part of my life. It has become more dominant over the past few years. 10 years ago, 1.23 million people homeschooled their children. Now, currently, approximately 2.3 million people homeschool their children, and it just continues to rise. The academic performance are actually some of the reasons that people do decide to homeschool their children. One is environment of other schools, 80%. Satisfaction with academic instruction is 61%. A desire to provide moral instruction, 67%. A desire to provide religious instruction is 51%. 39% to provide a non-traditional approach to schooling. Physical or mental health problems, which is obviously one of my reasons, is 14%. 20% is children with special needs. Child that has like a temporary illness is only about 4%. And 22% just have other reasons besides that, anything else. Another thing is going into academic performance, SAT scores. According to the statistics, SAT scores, average SAT score for a student in public school for reading, math, and science, 497 for reading. Homeschool students, 567. For math, it's 513. For homeschools, 521. So academic is even increased dramatically. And there are several ways that you can homeschool your children. Just because you homeschool, you're not stuck to one curriculum. You can find what fits for your child. The biggest thing, again, like I said before at the beginning, is socialization. And there's so many opportunities for socialization. They have co-op groups, which is, we were part of a co-op group this year. And co-op groups, you meet twice a week, maybe even more, and actually have people who teach your children. And they have different subjects, from math to even your elective subjects, like debate and speech and world history. Even as far as for the PERT testing, that you take for the college testing. They even have a class for that. So that's a great way of socialization, but it also is another form of homeschooling. They also have different umbrella groups, which are just basically groups that you can become a part of. And literally, they get together. They may have different clubs. My son was part of Lego Club, met once every other month. They have basketball teams. They have just everything that you can imagine. They even have where the elementary kids get together and celebrate different holidays, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's a great opportunity for socialization. On top of that, your kids can still participate in other things. My girls are in dance and they love it. My son plays baseball for the baseball field down the road from us. So they still get plenty of socialization. Socialization is definitely not a problem, even with homeschooling. So, in conclusion, I've shared my reasons. I've shared my heart on why I've even given statistics of showing, the difference in homeschooling and public schooling. And it's all in a matter of, what you choose to do, but it's definitely become more dominant now than it was even 10 years ago. So, and homeschooling benefited me and it is benefiting my children. I've seen a difference. So, in conclusion, it's all up to you and the choices, but it's definitely something that is definitely worth your time and your effort. Thank you.